There's over 7 billion humans on the planet, but we only make up 0.01% of biomass. Yet human actions have contributed the most to climate change. So what can we do about it? My name's Paisley Webb and I'm looking into whether going vegan is the way forward. To start my journey, I travelled down to Norfolk to meet a local farmer.
Hello, my name is John Tallowin. In my retirement, I do a little bit on the farm, but I also just look after the cows, which we've got 15. We used to have about 40, and so the numbers are gradually going down as I'm getting older. And I have calves born about now, end of January, beginning of February. The calves are reared for beef, but they stay on their mother and go down with their mother onto the marshes in about middle of April when the grasses begin to grow. They spend most of the summer down there, free ranging. There's no fertilisers and things put on the marshes because they're all in environmental schemes. The cows play an important part in keeping the marshes good and clean, the grass down low enough for the wader birds and the cranes, which is a speciality in East Norfolk. They have to be grazed, otherwise they just go back to wilderness. I know there is a talk about rewilding of land. The trouble with rewilding is that nothing is produced on it and it will go back to trees and rushes and wilderness. We grow sugar beet, barley, potatoes and other peas, wheat and cereals obviously, and we have a chicken unit as well. So everything sort of works in together, so we're a normal sort of mixed arable farm with about 100 acres of marshes. Some we hire from Norfolk Wildlife Trust and some we've got of our own. I sell the weaners at about 9-10 months old. They then go to a neighbour who buys them at that sort of money to fatten. He keeps them for another 5 or 6 months. He fattens them on barley and things. Then they go into the abattoir and then come back into the food system. So that's all good, naturally reared beef, and the public seem to like it, which is good. Cows are only really kept on the farm, as I say, for environmental purposes.
I next visited a vegan cafe in Leicester.
Hi, my name's Christina and I work at Pomelo and Rocket. I'm personally vegan. Originally I was a meat eater when I was younger, and then I became vegetarian in my late teens, and I kind of became vegan almost by accident in a way. I was trying to cut dairy out of my diet because I'd had issues with acne and hormonal sort of issues, and I'd had a lot of friends tell me that it was a good idea to cut dairy out of my diet to see if that might help.
Research shows that consuming dairy products can trigger acne due to the artificial hormones that dairy cows are treated with. The proteins in the milk release a hormone when digested that can cause breakouts.
With me already being vegetarian, when I cut the dairy out, I was like, oh, well, I might as well just cut everything else out. I started to see a lot more on social media about why it was good to go vegan for the environment and the animals. And then from then on, I was just like, well, this just makes sense.
The term vegan has become well acknowledged in the past few years through social media. #vegan on Instagram has over 87 million posts, alongside 240,000 people signing up to Veganuary in 2019.
I really love coffee and I love food, and I was really interested in finding somewhere where I didn't have to work with animal products. I found out about here and thought it was really interesting because it's not just about the food, there's also an art gallery and a paint shop. When I came into the space, I realised that everyone that worked here was really passionate about veganism and about being creative. So it's not a requirement to be vegan to work here. I've had colleagues who have been just veggie or meat eaters or flexitarian. I personally am quite relaxed in my veganism. I'd say I'm more plant-based than vegan because certain people who are vegan are very kind of territorial about what is and isn't vegan, like things like avocados and palm oil, for example, because a lot of deforestation is caused by getting palm oil and that can kill a lot of animals in the process. Or with avocados, they use a lot of pesticides and that can harm the animals and nature. But personally, I choose to eat things that don't directly impact the lives of animals. It depends on like your income or what access to what food you have. If somebody can just eat local produce, then that's fantastic.
Avocados are grown in the southern hemisphere and travel thousands of miles to reach the UK. However, UK's locally reared meat goes directly to local stores or butchers, and their manure becomes a natural fertiliser for growing plants.